All right, welcome to another episode from the chart readers. It's been a while since I've looked at these stocks, all right? But hey, I hope you see what I see on GTII, all right? A lot of people know if they've been watching my videos on this one. I'm critical about this one, all right? I'm not here to be a fanboy. I'm not here to tell you things are good when they're not. And yeah, I've been pretty critical about this thing as it's marched its way down, all right? I like what I'm seeing. Friday did a lot of really important work. There's volume things I like. There's things down here I like. The candle itself is important. Like there's some hope coming into the weekend. All right. That said, you know it. I'm gonna just give you my honest thoughts and opinions and so on and so forth. Right. ENZC. We talked about it on the Discord actually. I know it slipped into the 3 cent range. I actually thought it was going to go from 3 into 5, and I don't remember if it did. There was a number of other stocks that kind of started taking a little bit of the focus, but there is some ENZC love and interest in the Discord if you're not in it already, actually. And then FNGR, Finger. All right. The first place I got that stock was actually from like an OG GTII commenter. He knows who he is. We've been talking a lot about that one, and actually we've been talking about it for the last couple days, and all it's done is give some green candles the last couple days. So hopefully you caught that as early as we did. But as always, I'm going to give you more of my thoughts and opinions shortly. But before we go any further, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself, as well as the occasional diagonal trend line like you see there. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad. Look, I'm telling you, anything you can do helps me out so much, especially if you can actually share the video. I'm not really that good at that, all right? But just being here, giving me your time, I appreciate you so much, all right? So look, let's talk about GTII, and I'm going to say a couple things really quickly and immediately, and I say them from the heart. Number one, hey, I am not here to tell you what to do with your money. I am not here to tell you, I'm not here to spread fear and any of that silliness. You know that, all right? I hope you know that, and if you don't, I hope you believe the words I'm saying, all right? That said, why was I so critical about this stock? Look, it's all about these 2 lines. The same reason, if people I want to say we caught this one since I started watching. I don't think it was that one. Regardless, I love it when a stock is over these 2 lines, the 8 moving average and the 20 moving average. Good things happen over those lines. Good things happen over those lines. Once you slip under the lines, it's hard to get back over. And when you do, there's a couple other lines that are going to stop it, and it takes you right back under, right? So we've been under it for a minute. That said, hey, there's a reason to believe we're going to make another little shot right here, all right? Now, look, doing something once means very little to me. And the real problem, look, sometimes, where's a good one? All right, these are a little more extreme, but they still make the point. You're under the 8, you're under the 8, you're under the 8. You get over the 8, but you get to the 20 and you fail. You get over the 8, but you can't get over the 20 and fail. Right here, one more time. This 20 is no joke. Let's see if I can find another one. Damn, it barely even does it there. Here's some good ones. Kind of, not really. I hope you get what I'm saying, all right? Right now, I don't know if all we've done is slipped over the 8, hit this 20, you're going to go back under, all right? The things that make me optimistic are really down here. I like that we had some good volume. It was actually good enough to break the 50-day average by a decent amount, actually. We didn't just barely get over the line here. No. We got here almost doubling it, right? That is some good, strong volume. That's a nice little divergence is nothing more than the 2 lines going away from each other, all right? We like when green diverges because green goes up and green is good, right? But those are some similar divergences happening on the 2 indicators that we got, right? So that's nice, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. That's a good thing to go into on Monday. Just remember 2 things. Number 1, I don't care about a single day. We need more than a single day. We need follow through, and right? For me, that means breaking the 20. So look at the box over there on the left. 0.68, all right? 0.68 is the number. Hey, I would even love it to be this. Where did this line come from? I think it's basically the bottom of that. What are you right here? What's the top of you? No, that's not enough. 0.68. All right, that's the number. We got to close at least 0.68. All I'm asking is for a penny. I'm not asking for a lot. I'll take 2 if it really wants to take me up to that, right? 2.5. But just get me over the 20. And what does that do? It puts my expectation that, all right, we've gotten over the 8. We're now over the 20. Hopefully we'll go to the 50. And going from basically, let's just round from 7 to 8. 1 full penny ain't that bad, all right? This is not 4 cents. Like, hold on. I'm doing it wrong. It's not a penny. It's 10 cents. I'm so sorry. You see, I'm getting the numbers wrong. Damn. See, you don't have to be really good at math and numbers to be good at these line stuff, all right? Take that as your thing. I'm so sorry. I'm talking pennies instead of 10 cents, right? But you're basically going from 70 cents to 80 cents. You are, I don't know what a seventh is. I'm not that good at math. What is it real quick? It ain't that bad. I got to believe it's a double. It's a 14% move, right? Like, breaking the 20 and going to the 50 is a beautiful 14% move. I would much rather wait for that to break and go, because look, it's actually done it. It made it a little too fast for my liking. I know people like seeing big candles and stuff, right? But I like slow and steady. Dude, slow and steady is a beautiful thing. Couple green, couple green, couple green, couple green. We can take this low 48, like 42 number and ride it all the way up to 84, 80 something. All right. How high was this day? Look at this. The RSI is at 83. It knows how to get to the 80s before it has to cool down again, right? Like, slow and steady, man, we might, like, it's gone from the 20 to the 50 to the 100 before. All right. Let's see if we can do it again. The first step is get over the 20, because don't forget, we're not over it yet. We're close to it, but hey, if we come back down to 0.65, I'd start to get worried. All right, if we start to come down to like actually in the 6.4s, oh yeah, we're gonna go back under the 8 moving average and keep going down the 8 moving average. Like, we still haven't confirmed the 8's broken. All right, just these are powerful little lines, all right? Listen, I haven't asked a single thing about what's happened with the acquisition. I haven't asked a single thing about 1-800-LAWYER. That was the last thing I heard. I haven't asked a single thing about, I think there was some like lithium play, maybe I don't care about the news, all right? If the news is good and the news is real, the moving averages will let me know. All right. Right now, all I know is what I say all the time: break all 5 and fly, or lose all 5 and die. All right. Right now, we're still basically under them all. I'm glad we're over this one, but we haven't confirmed it yet, right? And getting over these 2 will be a nice start. It will. And again, the stock knows what to do if it can get over them. And it actually knows how to do it sustainably, right? Like, that's a nice 1, 2, 3 weeks of just go, 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 right? And this thing, if I had to guess, look at it. It was down here in the 40s and then slow and steadied its way up all the way into that 74. So like that, it knows how to do it. Let's slow and we don't need rockets here, people. I promise you that. All right. So it's an interesting setup for Monday. Again, nothing's confirmed just yet. That's the important thing. But this is a better place to be on going into Monday than anything. Look, this is a bad weekly. All right, this is a really, really bad weekly. We are under all 5, to say the least, all right? This is kind of telling me right here that 0.74 is going to be really hard to get over, all right? On the daily, we were talking about maybe getting into the 80s, right? Right now, because of the weekly line, this is going to be a little hard to break, all right? So keep that in mind. Again, going from basically, let's just say from 70 to 75, damn, that's not quite 10%. Again, depends what you look for, right? But yeah, I'm not going to underestimate this green line, all right? We've actually struggled just to get to it, let alone get over it, right? So that said, though, yeah, if we can get over it, maybe there's a shot in the 90s. But yeah, I think that's a little too optimistic. I think we wait. Like I said, first, let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens with the 20. But hey, this is a better place to go into Monday, like I said. The last thing I want to do is I think I want to adjust this really quick. I think I'm going to do that and take it to that. I'm basically going from that corner to that corner and then just extending. I think that's what the real downtrend should be. GTII, just let me know your thoughts and opinions. I know there's a lot of passion here. Those are my thoughts. Let's see. Cool. All right, ENZC. So really quickly, let me say a couple things. Number one, I hope you know, and if you don't know, I hope you believe me. I am not here to spread fear. I am not here to tell you what to do with your money. I am not here to tell you buy, tell you sell. I'm not here to tell you if I have any money. Like, there's a lot of passion in this stock, right? All I'm here to do is read these colorful lines and give you an idea of what I think the movement's going to do. All right. So, two things. We talked about, and I'm going to go into the Discord and search because this one I can do pretty well. ENZC. Okay. I said not that long ago, I thought it had a shot in the fives. We were talking about it in the twos. Like there was some discussions about ENZC, all right, in the Discord, and I thought this move from the threes was actually going to go a little higher and get into the fives. I actually thought it was going to break the 50. I literally said it right here. I thought it had a shot at 5. I did. Okay. These moving averages are no joke. They are no joke, all right? And this 50 is hard to break. And you can see it here. The sad thing is MACD was looking nice. RSI was looking nice. Volume couldn't quite get over the 50 line, but there was at least consistent, decent days of volume, all right? It was pushing in the millions, right? It was in the 4 million. Those are big numbers, okay? That said, and it's why I believed we were going to go horizontal the last time I talked about it. It's why we're, I mean, in a lot of ways, still going horizontal. It's just unfortunately like a little bit of a downway horizontal, right? But dude, a lot of times stocks just ride the lines. And when a very important line is going horizontal, it's a bad thing. All right. The 200 is for sure the most important one. And that's what was happening here. All right. We rode it long enough to where as we dropped, the 50 obviously dropped, right? And look, this is the 1, 2, 3 right here. All right. I always tie these two together and then 1, 2, 3. All right. These are hard to break and good little momentum things trying to do it and it couldn't. Now look. What we're trying to do here is something I see often, right? You go to the top, you go to the bottom, you go to the top. The question's really going to be, and it still has been, can we break the 50 moving average? All right. I would say maybe 0.044 to 0.045, basically the top of this guy. I really wouldn't touch this thing under 4.5 cents. I think it's very, very risky to do it. What's your 50%? Man, yeah, like even a little closer to 4.6 because why not? Because look, if you break that, the goal would be hopefully you go to a flat 5. All right, and going from basically 4.5 all the way to a flat 5 is more than 10%, right? So like even being a little patient and waiting for something quote unquote safer, you know, there's no such thing as safer, right? But like, yeah, a nicer little channel is still a 10% pocket. You know what I mean? So. End of the day, though, there's still not a lot telling me we're going to break the 50. Yeah, I see the MACDs in the positive. Yeah, I see the divergence here. I still haven't seen a good day breaking the 50. Sorry, the 50-day average, right? That's the 50 down here and the 50 down here. I don't want to confuse people. But I said it the last time I covered this. I'm going to still say it. I think we're just going to move horizontally. I do. And really, there's still not a lot of reason to believe we're going to break these two lines. I think I can lower this line to here. Yeah. I'm now going to move it to the bottom. I think 0.56 is the earliest I would touch this stock. I would love, green, 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 red, 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 red will be a real quick green, 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 green. I actually believe that. I think this will go from 5 cents to almost 10 cents so quick, at least from 5 to 8. That's more than a 50% move, all right? I think it's going to struggle so much to go from this 4 cent to 5 cent, this single penny. I don't think it's worth the time and energy. I don't. Again, I know there's a lot of passion in this. I know there's a lot of people that think that this is going to cure like every single thing and it's going to be the next like what, like, you know, I'm not here to talk about any of that. All right. That said, just kind of talking about the lines, and if we can get over 5, 6, hell yeah. I don't think it's worth even thinking about as long as we're under that 100 moving average sitting at 0.53. All right. Weekly, I can't imagine looks like anything more than this. Yeah, look, just moving average is really close to each other. All right. And look, this thing's actually also saying, hey, look, maybe if you can work your way up, maybe you can get close to this 8 cent. There's still a lot of moving averages, even on this weekly. That's a little uncomfortable, right? Like this made it seem like a nice, safer little move of like a good little something. Nah, there's a lot going. And then this looked like it was blind and empty and beautiful. Hell yeah. The weekly's actually kind of saying, man, there's more lines between these two than you'd want. And unfortunately, it's the 100 and the 200. So just be careful. This one's it's hard to believe that this one's gonna do anything but go horizontal. It actually it yeah. Let me know if you disagree. Again, I'm not here to spread fear or anything silly like that, but FNGR. FNGR. This is looking good. All right, there is a lot to like here, and I don't even know where to start. All right, first and foremost is a basic rule: over all 5 and fly, under all 5 and die. We are over all 5. It's a great place to have your money. All right, we are in a positive MACD. RSI is a little high, but man, look at that volume. That's some beautiful, beautiful volume. All right. That's a little bit better up. Oh, interesting. Okay, I was wondering why this 50 average was looking so weird. I was, because just kind of zooming, I'm surprised that it wasn't going up more. But yeah, I guess overall, the fact that this little small jumble is actually holding these like big up and down movements, that's I think there's some strength in that in its own, all right? I'm happy to see this thing actually pushing in the millions of shares. That's important because what it does, it's still a little shady. Okay, if you go into the minute, you click on something like this and you see volume is 0, I don't like a stock that moves 0 volume in a minute, all right? Generally speaking, everything should be moving at every minute of every moment of every trading day, all right? And this one has moments of 0. This one has like continual minutes of straight 0 and then very little, right? So still a little bit on the shady side. That said, it's starting to get a little realer. In the minutes, people are now starting to move a little bit more, and it's seemingly consistently. Like as I zoom out, there isn't a lot of this. There's like little moments. That's not that bad actually. Again, on the daily, I like the fact that we actually got over my line. Like this closed at 59 cents. My line was at 51, so we are over that line, right? Where did that come from? Somewhere right here, if I had to guess. And somewhere, yeah, I mean, that's actually a decent line. That's super shady right there. Yeah, I mean, it's a good line. Right now, I'll be honest, there's a lot of reason to believe that this is actually going to come to like this 1070 number. Because look at how high the RSI knows how to get. Happens here, 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 right? Like this RSI knows how to go well beyond that 80 number. That said, it also knows how to hit it and then crash, hit it and crash, hit it and crash, hit it and like don't pocket it, all right? The one thing I see here, listen, I am not a chart pattern trader, all right? I see a W here. W stands for winning in my book. There's a lot to like here. There is. And one more time, let me say it. Finger, FNGR. We've been talking about finger for a bit. Finger pushing, talking about on the 5th, talking about 5th, like we've been talking about finger for a bit here, all right? So if you're not in the Discord, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful little family over there, right? But man, there is actually a lot to like. And one more time, this is a nice little channel, right? I didn't actually even say it. So look, this is the one thing I like. Between these two lines, nothing. Green, 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 red, 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 red. Green, 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 red, 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 green. Like there's a lot of quick up and downs. Maybe there's a little something right here. Is that the same? It is. I think there's a little something at 8 that could slow things down. But oh man, yeah, there's a lot to like. I think that's the next immediate target, 750. And look, that's basically $1, not quite $1.20, but yeah, that's almost a 20% move right there. Like there's still a lot to like in finger, even if you didn't catch it. And then clearly, if we can break that and break that, oh man, that's where things get silly because finger's an interesting one. I gotta say it one last time. Finger's an interesting one. All it really needs is volume. All right, if we can start getting like 20 million-ish volume, that's basically what, 5 days of trading, 4 million a day. If we can get 4 million a day, that's going to be big. That actually really is. Fingers on the cusp here. All right. Hey, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Otherwise, as always, thank you. Thank you.